Chi-Town is in the books. The Vikings get a huge win in Chi-Town over the Bears. Here are the guys to break down the good, the bad, and the ugly.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the official Purple Skull Squad show for Minnesota Viking fans, and we got an all-star crew tonight. Tony Bell is with us. What's up, Tony?
Hey, how's it going? We got the W. It's all that matters.
We did. That's all that matters. Let's not talk about the first three quarters. Sir Purple Encyclopedia, Bill Dunkel. What's going on, Bill?
Went from feeling defeated to elation.
And Tori Holt, bottom right-hand corner, all live from Minnesota. I'm the only one out of state of this group, but they're going to feel the vibes all
You're not one
long.
of us.
Yeah, you're not one of us, Eric.
So let's start with this. First three quarters, all of us were writing things on social media. We were in our chats, not too positive. KOC's a horrible play caller. JJ McCarthy looks like a rookie that's not ready yet. There was other things that were being fired about. But I start with you, Tony Bell. It seemed to me like in the start of the third quarter, the Flores defense started really taking over this game. And then it was just a matter of time. When's this offense going to get going? Because it just seemed to me like J.J. McCarthy, was he nervous? Sure, he was nervous, but he looked like a rookie, and he was hesitant. And you were like, are we going to see some of this J.J. McCarthy magic? Well, it certainly didn't come in the first three quarters, but the defense did a nice job of keeping it close enough where the Vikings had a chance to win this game.
Defense kept us in it, but if you're going to give blame to anybody for that offense not expecting what we expected, you start at the top, you start at who's calling the plays, and that's the head coach.
That's been our big thing on the show.
Very apprehensive. He wasn't sure himself. It's like, you've got these new weapons now. Let them go. Let them do their thing. Open up the offense. I know it's a bad field. The Bears are missing like three starters. Two of them, both the corners are gone. You should have lightened him up right away. Yeah. And then, of course, JJ is a rookie, so he held the ball too long on a lot of those passes.
He did.
But the play calling left a lot to be desired. A lot.
Well, and then also, and I segue to you, Bill, on this. It just seemed to me like the offensive line was having a hard time clearing any space, even when they tried to run the ball early, and they weren't running it, so they weren't helping him there. And it just seemed to me, Bill, like Kevin O'Connell waits forever to call an audible, and we saw it with Kirk Cousins, we saw it with Sam Darnold, and you're doing it to a quarterback that's never played a professional game. What are you doing? Simplify. It seemed like he did in the second half, but the first half, JJ looked like he was having a hard time reading the play clock.
That offense that he runs, O'Connell, is complex. Takes a long time to understand it. And, I think even, every year they've had issues with the play clock from Cousins, Dobbs, Mullins, Hall, and then even Darnold. That's been an issue with the down, that play clock going all the way down. Now you got a rookie, in a sense, he's a rookie playing his first game. Of course, that's going to happen. So he has to somehow, and he knows this, he's talked about it, then he needs to fix it. I've heard this guy talk about it every damn year. Well, fix it. It has not been fixed, dude.
No, it just seems like
why doesn't he just dumb down the offense?
Yeah, well, I don't know why he doesn't have Wes Phillips.
Well, it's funny, and I say this to you, Tori, because Tori, out of all of us here, has made the claim. Tori has said this on record that if the Vikings had a veteran quarterback right now, they probably should be Super Bowl contenders. And we saw for the first three quarters a young quarterback be very hesitant. It just seems like he's not getting the plays in on time. But then he does what he normally does, and he finds ways to win football games. So that's the bottom line. That's fantastic. But Tori, moving forward, I mean, do you see this as something that they're going to build with JJ, or are we going to see this again? The schedule. You got the Eagles, the Chargers, you got the Ravens. We got some big-time teams on that schedule. There's a stretch of 5 games where the Vikings probably would be underdogs.
Yep.
How do you feel like this win will help JJ, or is this just a mark of, okay, got lucky tonight, but here's the future, and it starts next Sunday night at home against Atlanta?
Well, the Vikings decided back in, February that JJ was going to be the future. And I think I said when we did one of these shows that there's no way that he's going to be the starting quarterback in the first game of the season. Here he is. I was wrong. And And for 3 quarters tonight, it looked like I was correct. Like this team was set up to win now, and they were making a move to go to JJ McCarthy way too early. I think Troy Aikman was talking about it at the end. This team is going to look at him different after tonight and the way he finished. He was running around absolutely scared earlier in this football game tonight. And honestly, it didn't look like that they were going to move the ball. What do they have, 6 points at halftime?
6 points in
Totally
3
yards.
quarters.
Pretty dire. It was looking pretty dire. But what he showed in the fourth quarter was impressive. And when he took that ball in,
That was amazing.
and
I
put his
jumped
head
up.
down,
I broke my glasses.
it brought me back to
Frank the Tank.
1994
Yeah.
Atlanta, Green Bay, and a
Yep,
guy
yep,
named
remember
Brett
that game.
Favre
Oh,
sticking
no.
his head into the end zone, diving into the end zone for his team.
Yeah.
That was the flash I had in my head. I was like, oh my gosh, I think I like this guy.
And you also like the fact too, Tori, Bill, and Tony, the fact that the offensive line kind of felt that vibe. They like, they
Yes.
uplifted.
Yeah.
They
Feeded off of
they
it.
wanna get
You're gonna have
around
to
the
get off of
guy.
it.
Yeah.
You know, Chris Rogers said, I said, why? I go, why? What is it with the Kirk thing? Like, what's with the Kirk? Like, the guy comes out, he delivers the ball on time. He's got a strong arm. He's the best passing quarterback in Minnesota Viking history. People hate this guy. And he goes, because the guys in the locker room want to know you've been through something. And
Yeah.
Kirk's
Yeah.
not there on their
That's
level.
a big deal. That
But
is.
a guy like JJ McCarthy, that guy's a dog. He's a dude. And
He is.
I
He
watched him in the fourth quarter here tonight, and I was like, man, I'm impressed. Like, he
Yeah.
looks good.
He looks
It's a
good.
week
There's
to
no
week
work to
league.
be done.
Quarter to
Yeah.
quarter
And
league.
if you looked at JJ in that fourth quarter, and then you looked at Caleb in that fourth quarter,
It was
Yeah.
role reversal.
Yeah.
It was
the difference is night and day
Yeah,
as
and it
far
only
as
matters about
teammates
the fourth
too.
quarter.
The
It was like,
teammates were, it's kind of like Caleb was, and this is going to be a problem for Ben Johnson. Caleb's going to be standoffish. He's going to get moody. He's going to cry, and he's going to break down and want his mommy on the sideline when it doesn't work for him.
Yeah.
JJ is that dog. JJ's
I
like,
honestly can
you
say
know what?
this.
You can hit me as many times as you want. I'm going to get back up, and I'm going to hit you back.
Hockey mentality.
He's got
Tony.
the hockey
Yeah,
mentality.
you're right.
That's why I call him Joe Cap Jr.
Yeah.
He can go spiral.
I mean, you remember that? I mean, Bill, you brought this up. It was it Dallas Turner that hit the living snot out of JJ McCarthy, and McCarthy
Yeah,
stood right
yeah.
back
Yeah, it was
up,
Dallas- it was
looked
Dallas
at the pass
Turner.
and
It's a
said, "I'm
national
not bothered.
semifinal.
I got no bother." I wonder if they talk about that in practice.
That-
Those two.
Oh,
He got
yeah,
right
Dallas,
back up, and Dallas is like, "I'm good. I'm fine, man." And
Dallas
like,
hit
"Who
him
is
right in
this
the
kid?"
chest hard. And
He was
got
late.
that-
He was late on his throws for most of the night.
Mhm.
He
Especially the
slowed
first
down to the
half,
ball a little
yeah.
bit too long. He's got a long release. It takes him a minute to get rid of it.
But also, do you not think
That'll
that
be
the
fixed.
receivers tonight for Vikings? Let's be very honest.
Yeah, they
here.
dropped a few passes,
They dropped
right?
some
Yeah.
passes.
Jefferson dropped two.
But you know what?
Yeah,
And I'm
but-
going to say this loud and clear.
Thielen dropped one.
I'm going to say this loud and clear. This is why you play preseason games, and this is why you should have at least
Yeah,
have your starters out there for a series or two in each game
most-
to gel,
I was talking
especially
to Ted
your
Brown the
offensive
other
line.
I was
And the
talking to Ted
quarterback.
Brown the other night. He was saying that like, and I know this. I know this. You guys know this. The encyclopedia knows that they play 5 preseason games sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
those guys played them all. He goes,
Yeah.
we wouldn't play like he goes the 5th one at the end. We wouldn't really play, but they
Yeah.
played like
Yeah.
100%.
4 or
I
5
remember Bud.
full games.
Yep.
Mhm.
In
The last
past-
preseason
yeah,
games that Bud would play,
it
the
makes
starters
it
played the whole game.
Remember Denny Green
Yeah.
used to play to win them?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
Then
did.
he played to
Yes,
win. He was
did.
proud of the fact that he never lost a preseason game.
I know.
He did. He did.
You know?
He was everything.
I
And
remember
again-
in Cleveland one time he put his starters back in the game
Yep.
inside the red zone to win the game.
I
Yep.
remember that.
All
Yeah.
about winning.
You know what?
Losing, right?
Bud did that 2 years ago. We played Dallas.
And
He
who was
put
our
the
quarterback,
starters
gentlemen?
back
Who was
in.
our magic quarterback? What was his name? He always found a way to win.
Which year,
Taylor
Gino
Haneke was
Toretta?
one of Heineke, and then it was the other guy there. That
Gino
everyone thought-
Toretta?
Not Gino.
No,
Toretta.
it was Sloter.
Yes, Kyle
Oh
Sloter.
yeah, Kyle.
Oh,
Sloter.
God.
Just the perfect preseason. Everyone's like, "Oh, we gotta."
That
gotta
guy's
this
still
guy's gonna be a
living off
star.
that preseason.
Yes,
Oh,
he
and,
is.
and he was the first cut of Zimmer, and he
Yeah,
never let him hear the end. He was on social media every single day.
Yeah, it was like Tom. Well, who's the defensive lineman? Bill Dunkel. I remember you brought this guy's name up. The defensive lineman who had like 5 sacks. He was a short guy for the Vikings. It was like the best player in preseason, and he was one of the first cuts. I forget the defensive lineman's name. He went on to San Francisco. Didn't do too well, but
that was
I was thinking
Tony?
of it was couldn't been called.
I know who it is.
Yeah.
T.Y. McGill.
yes,
Oh yeah, T.Y. McGill.
yes.
Yeah.
He had like 5 sacks. I'm like, this guy's
went to
earned a
Super Bowl
place
that
on this
year, too.
team.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys,
Yeah.
you can't cut him, right? First cut was McGill. Gone.
Yeah.
See ya.
Well,
That's
But
why.
you know
and-
what? But getting back to that, Tori, the fact is and Tony and Bill is you got to play. You got to
Yeah.
get some momentum.
Yeah.
The fact that
Yeah.
JJ McCarthy had 1 drive in preseason.
He looked
What are you
so bad in
doing?
the first half. Oh my gosh.
I
He
think
looked
But by the
that's-
way,
What are you doing?
here's what we're missing.
I think that's
Right?
a Connell's
In
ego.
training camp and in that first preseason game, JJ had a connection with Jordan Addison,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true too.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
who's going to be gone for the next 2 games.
Yeah.
When he gets
hurts.
back,
That
that's
really
going to
hurts.
be that's going to make it.
That's going to be scary.
I think
unless Jordan comes back out of shape and
No, he
doesn't
won't.
care, which I
He
doubt.
won't.
No, he won't.
Eric brought
He's trying to
this-
get a contract, so
Well, yeah, and Eric brought this up in our text that I think it's O'Connell's ego.
I mean,
Yeah.
what? I mean, I understand you devalue
I wonder.
preseason.
I
But
wonder.
Get these guys to play like an offensive
Yeah.
line, right,
I
guys?
mean,
you know
not
this
only
better
his
than I
ego,
do.
but like
You
as
gotta
far as
gel.
like the control that he has, like
Yep,
at
the
the end of the
control.
game
That's
when
all
you
of
got
it.
your kick
Into it,
returners
yep.
looking at the sidelines. to
Yeah.
see
yeah.
coach.
Solid.
What do I do? What
Solid.
do I
Good
do?
point.
Controlling that much.
And I'm gonna be honest. I gotta say this.
Good point.
Ty Chandler may not be the brightest bulb on the tree.
He could be the guy cut when CJ comes back in a couple.
Yeah,
weeks.
Yeah.
he looked really slow out there. If he's got this amazing speed, he looked.
I've
Really
never
slow
liked him.
tonight.
I've never seen it with him
It's
personally.
the same. I thought he was
I
going to
just
be.
thought it was
guys-
interesting that that he would be looking to the side. Like
Yeah,
that's
that is
something.
so-
Don't you just saying
Yeah.
you're all walking out on the field like,
Okay,
hey,
and then
hey,
hold it and
if you
out
get a
of the end
chance,
zone.
you need
Well,
to
what if-
return this and run some time off the clock.
Yep.
Like looking to the
Maybe
sidelines.
he
really
did,
weren't
and he
micromanaging
forgot.
that much. Huh?
Maybe I wonder if O'Connell did tell him. Maybe he forgot. Who
I
knows?
think he panicked. I think he
Or
panicked.
panicked and then
so
forgot.
deep in the end zone.
Panicking.
It was
Yep.
like normally I'd put a knee on this, and then O'Connell's like, "Come on,
Yeah,
come on!" He's
maybe.
screaming at him, and
Yeah, we don't know the dialogue.
we don't know the dialogue. I'm sure we'll
Yeah.
find out more. Although, I think the Vikings
was the right
spot
play
tonight
in the end.
was Miles Price. He showed
No,
me
he's very good.
why they kept him, and he
Yep.
should be the one retrieving that kick at all times because it seems like he knows what to do. And I think he had a really nice average returning. So
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he
that's
did.
a good thing for the
And I
Vikings.
think
They haven't
the
had a
one
guy like
player-
that since
I was
Sherrill.
impressed with Ty Felton on coverage.
On coverage, he was very good.
Right. I don't think he can catch the ball worth a damn.
He- I hope so. I hope that.
he
He
looked
plenty of time to
decent
work on it.
coverage.
He's 5 on the depth chart, though, right? Naylor, Addison, Thielen.
Oh, Naylor.
Oh, by the way, where was Naylor tonight?
He did have a good catch.
He was at the concession stands.
He did have one catch tonight, although that's about it. I mean, listen, the receivers were. If I was to grade the receivers, and maybe you guys want to correct me on this, I would say that the receivers got a C- tonight.
Oh,
They were
no,
not.
no, no.
Nobody.
Thielen wasn't very good.
And
They
granted,
all weren't very
JJ struggled, was late with the ball. I understand
good.
that.
Jefferson wasn't good.
Jefferson wasn't good.
No, really wasn't.
And you know what though? I think with Jefferson, I think it was in his head that turf.
yeah,
Could be.
that
And
turf
he's got
guy-
the hammy still. Yeah.
Why is Soldier Field? Soldier Field and Lambeau are places that
But
Vikings.
why is
go
it
to
the
die.
NFL coming down on the why are they having all these concerts?
Okay, they knew they had all these concerts before the season
Yep.
started. In 5 days.
Yep.
They tried to resod it. When you resod, it's slippery. It plays sleep.
Yep.
Why would you do that with these gazillion-dollar players? The Chicago Bears owners
An
should be
advantage.
embararred.
Well, the Bears, and the Bears are also
Bill. If Caleb Williams went down on that turf,
No, you're
tonight,
right. 100%. 100%.
Or,
You're right.
I mean, they're already missing
right.
their secondary due to
Yeah.
injuries.
But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. They signed Tyler Badgett to that huge contract. It would not shock me that if Williams goes down, Johnson will be happy to have Badgett as his backup because I think Badgett
Could be.
actually
Could be.
Runs the
runs
offense
the
better.
playbook, would run the offense the way he wants the offense run.
Yeah, because let's face it, Caleb struggled in the second half.
He's hamstrung with Caleb because they did draft him number one. They're putting all this money and resources into him. It's pretty bad though when your GM comes out and says, "Yeah, I wanted to draft the guy that just beat you."
Right. And didn't we say, like, who's the pressure on more tonight, right?
It's on Caleb.
Williams.
It's on Caleb.
Because Caleb's at home.
Caleb.
I don't think Caleb's what 0-3 now versus the Vikings, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
So, and that's the team that drafted the guy that your GM said. Your GM said that I was thinking about JJ McCarthy. I really wanted McCarthy. Well, then why did you draft Caleb Williams? If you really wanted McCarthy, be a man of your word.
Because if they thought he was Mahomes.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was pressure. Everyone.
I don't like the paint and fingernails thing.
I agree with that.
That bugs me too. I'm sorry, it does. I'm just
doing?
going to be honest. It bugs me.
Does anyone know why he does it other than he just is? That's what he
does.
That's what he does.
Oh.
I don't know.
Work for him tonight.
I don't think.
I will say,
tonight.
though,
Where
I
to
think
get?
I don't think you can get. I don't think an NFL guy, like when you're talking about a guy that's been there, like I don't think your NFL guys are getting behind that.
No,
They don't think they are. No.
Especially when you got to huddle up.
No.
No.
That's where you get a guy like
I'm
JJ
sure
who
DJ
puts
Moore
his
had a
head down
comment
and
or two.
dives into the end zone, man, in the fourth quarter.
I'm sure DJ Moore had a comment or two for Caleb. Like, dude,
I can't believe that. I can't believe what I saw tonight. It was unbelievable. I loved it. But I want to give credit where credit is due, man. Like that freaking run game changed it in the second half.
It really
Yeah.
did.
They
did,
were ripping
100%.
up 5-7 yards a handoff.
Do you think they wore him down by running it as much as they did? And then at the end, they're bigger up. The Vikings offensive line just kind of took
their
over.
run? Those holes were big, man.
Yeah, they
So
were.
They were
Yeah.
really leaning
Yeah,
at
they
it.
were.
They were
It'd be nice to
pushing
watch
back
it.
2-3 yards right off the snap. of the
Did
ball.
we miss Bradbury tonight?
No.
Well,
Who?
No.
Bradbury, Raggedy Ann.
Raggedy Ann, Bill's favorite
The
center.
State
No, I
dude? No.
I just wonder, you know, like some lines they're good. They're better at run blocking than pass
Yeah.
blocking. I
No,
mean,
you're
they
100% right.
physically beat them up in the second half.
Well, you know,
And
Tori,
that's
Jackson.
up key.
yeah, Tori, just
Bears
to add to
not-
that, that's what
They're
cost
not
the
bad
Detroit
on
Lions.
defense.
That's what cost the Detroit Lions. If you watch the lines against the Packers, that inside of the line, which has completely changed because of Ragnow retiring,
Yeah,
and then Zettler moving on, right? Those two guys were
Detroit's
studs,
done. Detroit's out of the equation.
right?
He's right. Tori's
they
right.
can't, you
Detroit,
can't
yeah,
run the ball.
Detroit is back to the old Detroit Lions.
You can't run the
They
ball.
can't
You're in
stop
trouble.
anybody either.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what makes that
They
offense
couldn't
go.
stop anybody last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
They had the window.
Jared Goff is, come on.
Yeah,
Rams got rid of him for a reason.
Yeah.
So, all right, gentlemen, let's go to the good, bad, the ugly. Let's get to our game balls. I start with you, Tony Bell, who, in your mind, was really good, who was bad, who was ugly, and who you giving the game ball to?
Okay, I'm going to give him a game ball to the running back, Jordan
Mason? Yeah.
Mason. Jordan Mason. I'm going to give
15
him the
carries,
game ball.
68 yards, 4.5 a clip.
And he would have got a touch. He would have got a 2-point conversion if they had run the ball.
Yeah,
But
that's
100%.
that's still a mystery. They can't run the ball. They don't want to run the ball 1 or 2 yards away.
Coach.
And,
Yeah,
that's-
they were
and
good.
that is play
Aaron
calling.
Jones had a couple big runs too, Tony.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yeah, I mean, overall the ground game was good, but Jordan Mason,
He's a
he's
beast.
physical too.
Yep.
100%.
And that's what we haven't had here since I don't even know. Madison wasn't even that physical.
In your mind, I mean, I know it's too early. You can't over assume. You can't jump the gun. Is he RB1 right now in your mind? Like, would you be like next
He
week?
will be at some point.
I would,
Sunday night?
you know what? He will be. I would find a way to put them both in the backfield at the same time.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Jones
personally.
is a receiving threat. I mean, that's
Yeah,
where
I mean, if this was
I
old school,
like that idea.
if this
I
was
like
old
that
school
idea.
football, Jones would be your halfback.
Yeah,
Mason would be your fullback.
yeah.
100%. Yeah.
You
You're
know?
bad tonight, Tony Bell. What was your bad on either side? You can go both sides and ugly. What did you?
My
not
bad,
like?
my bad and ugly is going to be on one person. That's KOC's play calling for 3 quarters.
That was bad.
I'm not going to excuse him for that. I'm not going to be like, oh, you got the win. You had the bad. No, you came out of the gate. The team was flat. He looked unprepared. He wasn't ready. And if you as a head coach have to have this team ready for these games, it's a divisional game. First game of the year, you got to set the tone.
Well, I think we all said, didn't we, in our text, we're like, man, the Vikings don't look like they're physical at all. The Bears came out tough. They came out
Punched
hard.
him in the
Vikings
mouth. They
didn't.
punched him in
It's
the mouth.
they.
So the
And
second half.
I chalked it up to them not playing together. That was part of it. And the offense only had that one series in preseason.
Yep.
You know, but it's like, okay, guess what? The combined workouts don't count, that's not real football. Okay.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
these guys, there's a reason for preseason to get these guys out there and get them game ready. There is such a thing called game ready. Whatever works, here's the thing. With KLC, whatever works for Sean McVay, your dude, you need to just let Sean McVay do that. And you need to do your own thing. You need
Right,
to
and you see the aggressiveness, right? You saw Ben Johnson. Maybe he was overly aggressive because he cost the team 3 points. They went for it.
Well, there's such a thing as overly aggressive, but also they were playing. Once they got that lead, they started feeling themselves.
They did.
So then you start.
You're going for the
acting like-
juggler. I don't really have a problem
Mhm.
with that. You're going for the juggler. If
Right.
Caleb Williams put the ball where he should have to DJ Moore, this game could be very
Well,
different.
we should have known when that first half opened and they had that series and they went 3-and-out, right?
Yeah.
And Caleb's
Mhm.
throwing the ball nowhere near his receivers. We should have knew right then and there we got a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Definitely.
big. That was
Definitely.
huge.
Yeah.
Caleb doesn't set his feet. He's got a cannon of an arm, but he just
Yeah,
he
he's
throws
got
off
the-
his back foot. He
Yeah.
throws falling down.
It's like he gets
That's a
lazy,
beat and throw.
Torrey, or he's not, and he doesn't sit there. Like that throw he made to Adunze was special. I think we said that was that third down play, and he ran outside
Mhm.
and threw a dart where only Adunze could get it. So that was phenomenal. But
Caleb has
there's
the
also the
tools.
throws that he misses, the easy ones,
Yeah.
twice to DJ Moore, wide open, and you can't miss those throws.
And by the way,
quarterback, you can't miss that.
Cole Kmet saved him with that one-handed grab.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was
that's
an amazing
a-
catch by Cole
that was a
Kmet.
catch.
Cole
That was a
Kmet saved him, which I think was
Yeah.
only his only catch of the game,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was. I think I was
I
thinking
mean-
we saw some amazing catches for week one. DeAndre
Yeah.
Hopkins, Cole Kmet. There was some incredible receiving receptions this week. All right, and the game ball to
Oh, I said Jordan Mason.
Jordan Mason. Okay.
Yeah.
Bill Dunkel, your game ball, your good, bad, and ugly.
Eric Wilson, the linebacker, that came
That's a
in
good
for
call, man.
Cashman.
He came in and gave him a spark.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he
Really
gave him a
did.
spark, blocked the punt.
I loved it when he
overall,
clotheslined, dude.
Yeah, that, too.
That was awesome.
I loved it.
On the kickoff?
Yeah.
He plays physical and
He's bigger.
yeah, he's
bigger guy.
bigger.
Yeah.
And now they have somebody. Whereas last year when Cashman was out, they were worried about that because he was so important. Now they're still worried, but not as much. Eric Wilson's a vet, bigger. They seen what you see when he get. I don't think they lost that much personally.
Yeah, no. And, Cashman's probably
Just
gonna be
depth.
out.
I mean, you want Cashman there because of the depth, but
I would seriously look at moving Wilson in place of Pace.
They
Yeah,
love
Pace
Pace,
is-
though. They do. They like his
Pace is-
blitzing. I
But
know.
Pace, I'll tell you what, he
I
gets
understand
caught-
why you say that, Tony.
Yeah,
Size.
he gets caught in the wash. It's a wrap.
Teams are going to run at him, and Bears didn't do a good enough job tonight at that, but other teams will. And that Pace, it's undersized. He plays with his heart on his sleeve. I can't take that
No.
away from him. But we'll see what happens.
my
there.
good would be I have to say because the way it started to the way it ended, it's got to be McCarthy. It
Mhm.
just has to be the
Bad.
bad. I'm gonna
ugly.
put it on the head coach
Yeah.
again. They stay flat again to start out a game. Flat.
Both offensively and defensively.
and
they didn't look
defensively
like
for that matter. And I didn't like. I'm not the biggest Flores fan, but I will say this: they improved. It took.
They made changes at
quarters.
halftime. and
Yeah, they made
that's what good
changes
Coaches
and-
do.
O'Connell's ego and stubbornness gets to him, and that he wants you got to play in the offense, blah blah blah, and you got to let the kid at some point. I mean, you're down 17-6. You finally figured it out. Just to let them wing it a little bit, and they got the ground game going. But
That was key.
the ugly part is McCarthy wasn't good, but that offensive line was not good either. I
No,
mean, they weren't
especially
giving
first-
him time. He was getting
That was in the
hit.
first half. They weren't running.
First half. So
No.
it's a hard game because when we were doing our texts, they were just getting whipped.
They were.
Off on offense. Eric said it best in our little text. I mean, Vikings should have been thankful at halftime.
That they were only down 10-6.
That
right?
Oh,
game,
my gosh, yeah.
that game should have been over with. If they play
Yeah.
any other team, like let's say
Another
Philadelphia,
team would have
Buffalo,
just
that's
blew
Well, they
us
played the
out.
Ravens, the Eagles.
Oh, God,
which are all
yeah.
on the schedule. They
But
play like that in the
one
first
thing,
half.
can I
They'll
just
be
say
down
one
by 3
quick thing?
touchdowns. Yeah,
When they start playing those teams, this team should be better.
it should be.
This
Yeah,
team will
it'll be better. JJ will be better.
Yeah, this team will be better.
I mean,
All right,
Baltimore.
Corey
I
Holt.
think Baltimore is still the favorite in the AFC, but after what
I
that
do
defense
too.
did last night,
I do
I
too.
mean,
But how about this? You know what? We love
John
we love-
Harbaugh, most blown double.
They win
digit.
last
love
night. Derrick
Jim
Henry
Harbaugh,
made a
but-
grave mistake. Derrick Henry made
yeah,
the mistake.
that fumble.
Tried to stiff arm.
Yeah.
with the remaining time on the clock,
Yeah.
knowing he didn't have a chance, just go down with the ball.
Yep,
and let
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Game's
You're
over.
right.
He didn't
Yep,
sleep
you're right.
well
Do it.
last night. He won't sleep well all this week either because he knows that
The Ravens fans want Harbaugh out of there because he has blown the most double-digit leads.
it's incredible. And that's
Ever,
why
I
they
think,
get
it's
the, they
in
get
the-
the
or at
choke
least,
label.
in a
But
long
anyone
time.
you saw some of these memes. Tori, I told you about this, right?
I like John
Like
Harbaugh.
Lamar Jackson is a choke artist. Really?
Oh, come on.
Really?
No, come on, man.
You tell me what
Come on,
quarterback
man.
could possibly play any better in Buffalo, okay?
He had nothing to
Nothing.
do with that.
No.
He did everything humanly
Zero.
possible.
I was answering a message. What were you saying? You're saying he's a choke artist?
No, the memes were. There were memes about
No.
I
I
love
sent
it.
it
He's
to
the
you guys.
MVP
memes.
of the league.
Yes.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's very
The
good.
guy
yeah,
he's
he's
playing
very
against,
good.
he played,
That's
it's
why I
just
think they're going to
incredible.
win this year. I think they can run the clock.
They could,
could.
and they
Win.
could,
That's
and they
my
easily
Super Bowl
could.
I think that I think this game is they're gonna go and they're gonna say, hey, that was a fluke. We made some mistakes at the end of the game. We should have won.
I
in
think Buffalo's
Buffalo,
true finesse, personally.
I don't think Buffalo is. I think they're
Buffalo,
good.
Physical enough. in
Buffalo
my
outside of Josh Allen, they have no wide receivers.
No.
You know,
I don't
That's
think
how
they're
good
that
Josh Allen is. He's making these receivers.
Josh
Keon
Allen's
Coleman,
unbelievable.
Shakir,
Their best
Bolton
receiver is the
Kincaid look
guy
like all
Yeah,
pros.
Shakir's
as
good.
far as I'm concerned.
So I
Kincaid
mean, last
is their
night
I
quarterback.
was
When he
Josh
got-
Allen's
said
first
this-
ever game
if I said
in Wyoming.
if I said this to you guys,
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah?
got a great
Last night-
story.
is the game with the two best
Oh, I didn't
quarterbacks
hear
we've
that.
seen since
Nice.
Peyton Manning and Tom Brady played each other.
Last night, yeah, it was unbelievable.
Wasn't that unbelievable? That was
Yeah,
unbelievable.
last night was
No, it's good.
That's
It was
about as
solid.
perfect
I got a good
And I'm
Josh
not a-
Allen story for you guys since we like stories on the show.
I love it.
So I was the sideline analyst for Fox Sports Rocky Mountain or Root Sports Rocky Mountain. They had changed it.
Mhm.
Yep.
And I was
yep.
doing the Wyoming, and I think it was Eastern Michigan is who Wyoming opened with Josh Allen's freshman year. And on Fridays, the game was at Saturday at like 1. You can fact check me on the old interweb, but it was Eastern Michigan. So on Friday, we do the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and head coach meetings, and we do them separately. It's usually the producer, director, play-by-play, color, and sideline, and then the head coach would be in there, and then we could fire away. We got about a half an hour, 45 minutes just to ask. We just BS. It's just like this. We're talking, asking questions, whatever, getting our information for the game. So we got Craig Bowl in there, and we got a quarterback, freshman quarterback's going to make his debut the next day. And he says, we got this guy that's starting tomorrow that, we think can make it to the league. He wasn't a big recruit, but we have a pretty good feeling that this guy has got everything, but he's missing one thing. And he goes, let me just tell you, the elevator doesn't quite go all the way to the top floor. You know what I mean? So we're all laughing or whatever. And then the next day, this is crazy. The next day, the game starts and the crowd's all whipped up and they know they got this big, strong freshman quarterback who's supposed to be going to the NFL, possibly out of nowhere. And this guy comes on the field and I think he completes if I remember correctly, he either drives him down for a touchdown or it was like the first series and he gets a big first down and the crowd's going crazy and he's jumping around. And then the next play, he comes out of the huddle, it takes it out of gun and then takes off. And he's huge. This guy's huge. His QB's huge. And he's one-on-one with the linebacker and he puts his head down and he breaks his collarbone and he's out for the rest of the year and he has to redshirt. And that was Josh Allen's first ever game in college football. And I was
amazing, Tori, just to add to that, they showed last night Josh Allen his throwing motion when he was in college.
Yeah.
How bad it was.
Yeah.
And what Dable did to him in improving his mechanics and his throwing motion. It's like night and day, though. It's incredible the progression
and who did that to him? Who was the coach that changed it?
Brian Dable was his
Dable?
Yeah.
Oh, was it Dable?
It was Dable who was his coach.
Wow.
But he was really good in college, but like you got to go. I know you could look that up on the if he got. I think he missed the whole year because he broke his collarbone, but he was, and I think he redshirted that year.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
But
and it's amazing that he hasn't gotten hurt with the way that he plays. Because
we're like the day before they're telling us about this guy, and he comes out and it was exactly what he said. He made this unbelievable drive or series or whatever, and everybody's like, "Holy, look at this guy!"
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the next play, like just idiotic play, like you're going, "What are you doing?" And now he's done for the year.
I got a story
that was
about Josh
cool.
Allen too, but it cost me $300 on a Vikings Bills game that I want to forget.
And then he did the Anthony Barr.
That's the
Oh yeah,
that's the
that
game.
was
Then he did
yeah.
the Anthony
Game, Bill.
Barr.
Thanks for reminding me when he jumps over Anthony Barr. The Vikings
I was
2
there.
touchdown favorites.
Yeah.
Well, you know what game that was?
Yeah.
That was the game where Everson Griffin got suspended for the day before, and it was it was like everybody was like, "What the hell's going on?"
18.5-point favorites or something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I lost.
they
I was
were.
so certain.
Yep.
Tori, I told someone else, yeah, you got to take the Vikings. This is going to be a 3-4 touchdown victory. Easy.
Oh boy.
And I
boy.
went out.
Just
I was
so
at
you
the
guys know.
sportsbook. I was at the sports book in Vegas. I'm looking around. I'm like, shit, I hope that guy doesn't find me.
I had a $300
run, man.
$300 parlay tonight. I won $1,410.
That's right. You had the
on the
Vikings. You
Vikings
thought you were
game.
going to lose.
Because I had the
JJ. No
Chargers.
wonder why you love JJ.
I had
Yes.
the Eagles, the Chargers, and the Vikings.
Woo!
Oh geez.
Congratulations.
That's a good one.
So that was a
Yeah.
good one.
that's
I
good.
hedged
That's
it
a
though
applause
tonight.
for Tori. That's huge.
I did
All right,
hedge
Tori,
it
really
tonight.
quickly.
Though. I put $300 on the Bears tonight.
Uh-oh.
What did you put on the
So
Minnesota Twins?
Nothing. I'm on a rock, though. You know that. I'm on a
They're
rock,
not
though.
worthy.
Let me
Not
give you my
worthy.
good, bad, and ugly. All right. I'm gonna give you the ugly first, okay? The ugly first.
Mm-hmm.
That play call and the 2-point conversion
Oh.
to take Justin Jefferson off
Thank
the
you.
field and throw the ball to Josh Oliver.
The slowest
short
guy
of
on the
the end
Vikings.
zone,
Thank
and
you.
have him, a blocking
Thank you.
tight end, try to run the ball in.
I said
Yeah,
that
it
to
makes
Blake.
no sense.
Yeah.
Lose
And
that
you got
play the rest of
JJ
the
off
year.
Right.
sideline.
Good.
Oh no, that play will
That's a
be
good
front and
call.
center
Good
probably
call.
next
Yeah.
week.
That's terrible. So even
Good
if you
call
don't
on
think that KOC does a good job play calling, even if he does a good job play calling, that single play is idiotic. And I would tell that to his face and I would
100%
ask him,
correct.
what were you possibly thinking on that?
Exactly.
All right, so that's the ugly.
Outsmarted
bad.
himself.
JJ McCarthy's first half was horrendous.
First 3
It was
quarters.
so bad. It was
Yeah.
Christian Ponder.
I can't deny it.
Yeah.
Like,
Can't deny
it
it.
was bad. He was
Yep.
bad feet.
Yep.
Balls out
Yep.
late.
Yep.
Everything.
Can't
Completion was
happy
late.
feet. He had happy feet. a little
He
bit.
wasn't taking off and running to at least extend the drives. His clock management was terrible. I don't know if he was on the same page with KOC. His eyes look like Kirk in the fourth quarter on the road in Seattle or
Or
Philadelphia
New England.
or in the playoffs.
Or against the Bears in the final game of that season.
Yeah, no, it was not good. So
18.
that was the bad of this game. And then good. I'm going to give credit to JJ in the fourth. He looked fantastic in the fourth quarter. I love it. It's awesome. Hope it keeps it up. It's a week-to-week thing.
Does he have a little Jim McMahon? in him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which Jim was at the game tonight.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, he was.
They were celebrating the 85 team, were they not?
Yeah.
They were there.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Team.
I saw
And
Singletary,
then
Hampton.
the other thing but I will say what I think is the good. I thought what Brian Flores did scheme-wise, second
Game
half.
You're
They
right.
got Keelan to kind of stop running the football
Yep.
around a little bit.
Yeah.
They closed him in the pocket, and he just fell apart. And what 6 straight drives where they didn't give up a first down?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I got to tip my cap to him in the
Yeah.
second half. The
So I go
adjustments were
Brian
good. I
Flores.
got to tip my cap.
And that defense and everybody that had a good game ball tonight, like Eric Wilson and Jordan. I mean, that was a difference in the game. But you do need a leader under center. I think people say too much about Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl or whatever. You need a guy to be able to win games. And tonight, when it mattered most of the fourth quarter, JJ McCarthy
3
won that
straight
football game.
touchdowns.
He delivered.
Gentlemen.
Yeah,
3 straight touchdowns on the
he
late
did.
3 drives in a row.
He was
in the fourth quarter.
fantastic. And I hope that that's the guy that we got. I hope that.
I hope so. Listen, we're going to see some more.
So.
JJ gets my game ball. I mean, there's for obvious reasons. I mean, you look at the stats, you're like 13 out of 20, 143 yards, interception against for
Joe Cap
stats.
Give him back.
But 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Or
that
McMahon.
gives him definitely. And the back, well, we've already said it. We already said it all here. KOC's play calling in the first half, atrocious. The Vikings' physicality in the first half was atrocious. But it's certainly either Flores, KOC, or both of them. When they got into halftime, they probably laid into some players because that was a whole different defense in the second half. And they had attitude like Jalen Redmond just throwing Swift on the ground like, not now, no way.
I like
and
that
it just
kid.
You could just feel that momentum so quickly turn. And JJ got this confidence. He's like, all right, I gave up that interception. How many times have we seen a Vikings quarterback after they give up an interception that's returned the other way, shell up, right? We can name names. Not going to do it now.
Right.
But JJ was like, no, he was like he was more determined to make up for his mistake. And Lord, did he ever. With
you talking about the quarterback who shall remain nameless?
Yes, let's rename nameless. We've been mean to Kirk Cousins, so let's be nice. Okay.
Why do I got to start being nice to Kirk Cousins now?
Well, we're going to see him next week. Better hope that he doesn't come in, and then
he won't be in.
Well,
I think for what I heard, the Falcons are trying to unload him, but nobody wants that contract.
Well,
it's that contract
because there's some desperate teams out there.
The wife wants that contract. The wifey likes that contract. So I mean, let's face it. Kirk Cousins is a Hall of Famer as far as negotiating contracts. There's nobody better than his agent and him. And you know what? God bless him, man.
All time.
Get as much as you can because
more power to him.
The NFL is a brutal sport, and for many players, it can be a short end. So
get your money now because it'll. I mean,
Kirk should be the players' union rep. I would make him the chief of the players' union rep, and you know what? All the players are going to get the money the way that they should. So
he's a smart guy. He doesn't blow his money. No chance.
Well, gentlemen, let's enjoy this. This is a fantastic evening as far as the finish. The Vikings certainly will have a lot more to work on this week.
Are you going to wait? Tori, you going to be at the game?
Yeah, I'm going to the Falcon game. I'm going to the Lions game on Christmas.
I'm trying to sell it. Thank you.
My kid will want to go like that. Me and him will go to that one, and then I got
Packer
what's that?
Game? You going to Packer? I sold my Packer game.
I'm selling my Packer game, and then I'm going to go to the Redskins game.
Ravens.
We got like 8.
You're going to see Lamar.
$2,500 on tickets yesterday. I bought 7 tickets to the game.
Oof. So are you going to Philly and the Baltimore? I
sold them all. Yeah, I need to sell. I'm trying to sell the Bengals game.
How do you sell these?
I just do it on Facebook and people buy them.
Unbelievable.
You don't
all
put
right,
them
so
on
if you want to hear Tori and Bill, if you need tickets, look them up.
Yeah, I got Bengals. I got Bengals. I got Packers.
There you go.
I got Detroit.
Tori Holt, look him up. We have his Facebook profile. Just reach out to Tori. He's got them all for you. Bill does as well.
Thanks,
the
buddy.
4 of us hopefully will be back maybe this later.
And go to Rudy's Red Eye Grill.
Well, yes, that's right. Awesome place. Go ahead. Keep pumping that.
I bet in the one in White Bear Lake.
We don't own that one. But
we will get back. With you. What's a good day for all you guys? Let's do something Thursday or Friday. We'll preview the Atlanta game. I'll figure out what the hell I'm going to do in Connecticut on Sunday night. We'll figure that out later. But enjoy your week, everybody.
Yeah, it's great.
Smile. 1-0. Atlanta on the schedule Sunday night next week on NBC. For Tori, for Bill, for TB.
1-0.
For quality control, the one that keeps this show afloat. And she worked hard tonight because there was some technical difficulties you don't need to know about. Enjoy it. SKOL, talk to you later this week. See you, everybody.
See ya.
Later.
Thanks for watching our wrap-up.
Picture?
Be sure to tune in later this week.
Kirk
to
threw that.
The Dirty Birds at the Vikings. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. Oh, and like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's grow this thing.
I don't know how I get it.
See you next time.
It's a JJ catch.
Get a Fran Tarkington one.